All right, I'm going to show you a second example now of factoring by combining our greatest common factor method along with our grouping method. So with this problem right here, first you should see that we can divide all three of our terms by 3. We can divide 3 by 3, 15 by 3, and 18 by 3. But you should also notice that all three of our terms have an x, which means we can factor out a 3x at the start. We open up our parentheses and we divide each of these terms by 3x. 3x to the third divided by 3x will give us just x squared. 15x squared divided by 3x will give us 5x. And 18x divided by 3x will give us 6. Now, we want to see if we can factor this further. We want to see if there are any pairs of factors of 6 that will add to 5. So let's find our factors of 6. So we know that we always start off with 1 and our numbers. So I've got 1 and 6 as my first pair. And if I move on down the line, we check 2. Well, 6 divided by 2 is 3, so that means the factors are 2 and 3. And since this includes both 2 and 3, if we continue on to 3, we already have 2, so that means that we're done here. And we see that 2 plus 3 gives us 5. So that means we want to split up the 5x into 2x plus 3x. So all I did here was I took the 5x and I split it up into 2x plus 3x, just like we were doing with our previous problems with grouping. So now I want to group. I want to put the first two terms here inside parentheses, and I want to put the second two terms here inside parentheses. Alright, so now I've got my double parentheses here. I've got one on the whole outside, and I've got the two smaller parentheses inside. Next, I want to find a common factor for both of these parentheses here. The first parentheses, we've got x squared plus 2x. And I see that although there are no numbers that divide both 1 and 2 other than 1, I can divide both x squared and x by x. So I'm going to factor out an x. So I put my x here that I'm factoring out, and then I'm going to divide both of these by x. X squared divided by x is x, and 2x divided by x is 2. So I've got x plus 2 now. Over here, I've got 3x plus 6, and I see I can divide both 3 and 6 by 3. So I'm going to factor out a 3 right here. And when I divide by 3, 3x divided by 3 gives me x. 6 divided by 3 gives me 2. So that means I'm going to have x plus 2. Now for my final step, I'm going to keep my 3x. And I'm going to write my two sets of parentheses. My first parentheses is going to be what's the same, x plus 2. And my second parentheses will be what's in front, x plus 3. And this is my final answer.